Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Travel with GMF. My name is Gay and I live in the beautiful town of Bend, Oregon, and I'm going to start a little video vlog of our travels around mostly Europe, but I figured it might be a good idea to start off showing you where we live in the United States. So we're out taking the dogs for a walk this morning and along the Upper Deschutes River in Central Oregon. So just come for a walk with me and we'll show you the sights of beautiful Bend, Oregon. So this walk is about maybe a 6-minute drive from our house, a little longer in the wintertime, but we're coming up to a place called Dillon Falls, and they have a day use area and you can hike and fish, and a lot of people will put their kayaks or stand-up paddle boards in the water here and just do some exploring in the summertime. Here's a little information about the Deschutes National Forest in this particular area. The paddle trail. I won't bother pointing out because I think you can read where we are and all the different places that you can go. It's a really fun area to paddle in. Usually some beavers or river otters out and about in the summertime. It's pretty cool to be on the water with them at the same time. You do need a Forest Service recreation pass to park in here, and they do not allow overnight camping in this particular area. Off in that field, straight ahead there, a lot of times we've seen deer and elk just hanging out. This is a really pretty area in the fall too, with all the fall colors and the leaves changing. Hi Max! Hi Max! Hi buddy! Let's go! Let's go! And there's Miss Elsa up ahead. Elsa Bean! Good girl! Here comes. Don't knock me over, Max! Oh, they're so excited. Elsa always tells us she's having a fun time because she picks up a stick. Good girl. Every year. And then over there is the Deschutes River. It's great to come out this time of year because there's hardly any people. And the dogs don't wander too far when there's a lot of snow. So from where we parked, this is about a 5-minute walk, and this waterfall is called Dillon Falls. Get over there by the water so you can see. Neither of our dogs are big water dogs, so we really don't have to worry about them along the river's edge here. There's Elsa. Got a little bit of ice going down there. Elsa smells something. Really pretty. Moving pretty quick. They do whitewater rafting along this section. Well, not this particular section, but along the Upper Deschutes River. And the takeoff point is about another 5-minute drive from our house. And it's called the Big Eddy, and it's a class 2.5, class 3 rapid. We've done it a few times with a couple of local rafting agencies. It's always a fun time in the summer when it's really hot. Except when there's a ton of mosquitoes. But there you go, that is Dillon Falls. We definitely live in a beautiful section of the U.S. We'll walk to another vantage point of Dillon Falls. It's always pretty from any angle. Sun's starting to come out a little bit today. Here we go. Further down along that way, past that corner, is where you start for the Big Eddy Whitewater raft tour. Go get him, Max. A lot of this area was logged at some point, but replanted. And across over there, on that side, that's all a big lava flow from the Newberry volcano that erupted. I can't tell you. If I figure it out, I will put it in the video somewhere. But it's a massive, massive lava flow. Oh, there she is. Go. You can see the whole thing. Well, that concludes our little 1.5-mile loop around the Dillon Falls area in the Upper Deschutes River of the Deschutes National Forest in Bend, Oregon. We're going to hop in the car and drive another 8 minutes up the road and show you Benham Falls. Our next destination along the Upper Deschutes River is the Benham Falls Overlook. Again, this is about a 8-minute drive from Dillon Falls where we just were, and it's just a short walk once we park the car. So here's where we were just a few minutes ago, and Big Eddy is the whitewater rafting area that I was telling you about. And so we've driven from Dillon Falls along the Forest Service 41 road, all along here, and we are at Benham Falls now. There's nobody else here today, so let's take a walk, see how the falls are looking this morning. Miles. So this section gets pretty popular, especially in the summertime. If you do come out and mountain bike, they want you to walk your bike through this area, because this part of the trail can get really crowded. We'll go down here first. There we go. That's all of Benham Falls. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Looks really pretty this time of year. Looks pretty any time of year, really. This is why we love where we live. Happy trails, everyone. Well, since I keep talking about it in my other videos, we figured we'd just drive on down and show you the Big Eddy area as well. Let's go. So here we are at the Big Eddy in the Upper Deschutes in Deschutes County, Bend, Oregon. And there's some more of that big lava flow that I told you about earlier. So this is a section that's really popular with whitewater rafting. A lot of companies in the area come down here in the summertime, obviously. It's a class 2.5 to class 3 rapids depending on the water flow at the time. It's super fun. And usually up here is where the photographers hang out and take pictures of the rafts that as they're coming through. Quite a few rocks showing right now, but usually you can go down this section on the far side and then you come all the way down here, and then they call this, you can get off a lot of times once you get over this last little section here. They'll invite the lighter weighted people or kids to get on the front of the raft, and they call it riding the bull as they're going down the rapids. You just sit on the front and hang on for dear life, and it just goes down some little ripples. Really fun. I've done it a couple of times myself. This is really popular, as I said, and even though it's a class 3, it's a pretty easy rapid, and I think the age restriction is age 6 to go on any of the commercial rides. We did it when our daughter, I think, was 7 or 8, and she had a blast, and our son was about 12, and we've done it several times since then. So this is the area. I want to make sure I don't fall while I'm talking. Right in there that you can go down, and it go all the way down around that corner, just sitting on the front of the raft. Call it riding the bull. And then it levels out, and you go around the corner to the takeout area, and you're done. It's about a 3-mile stint along the river altogether. But again, if you make it to Bend in the summertime, check out the Big Eddy ride. And in addition, this section, as I mentioned before, is popular with movies. So in the original Rooster Cogburn movie, where John Wayne and Katharine Hepburn are transporting the Gatling gun down the river, it's filmed along this section. This is where John Candy filmed a good portion of Up the Creek. And I know there's other movies I can't think of off the top of my head right now, but again, this is a super popular area for the film studios. One thing we really like about living in this area is, even in the summertime, when there are more people in town taking advantage of all that Bend has to offer as far as mountain biking and hiking and whitewater rafting and stand-up paddling, even then, you come out here and there's very few people out on the trails. You might run into a mountain biker or two, or other people out running on the trails, but it's still very much wilderness. And the people that come to Bend to visit typically like to get outside and just play. So there's so much nature here that there's something for everyone. And that's one of the reasons we moved to Bend 20 years ago. And we've thought about selling our house and moving back to the city of Portland, but it's hard to give all this up when all of this is a 10-minute drive from our house. And there's more just 20 minutes away by car that we can show you at some point. But it's just a wonderful place, and we really, really enjoy it here.